What's good, YouTube? It's your boy Kyle, the Chart Bully, back at it with another video. I hope everybody's doing well out there in YouTube land. Hope everybody's being safe. Hope everybody's been hitting the charts. Hope everybody's been studying, practicing, getting your strategy together, getting your funds up. You know, we're doing it big in 2020, like I said before. In this video, I want to do a topic that I don't really see too much out there. I want to talk about trading while working a 9-to-5. You know, as traders, when you start learning about Forex, one of the first things you hear is about how the market is open 24/7. So there's 4 major sessions. You have the US session, the London session, Australia Sydney session, and the Tokyo Asian session. So the market is open 24 hours. But when you're working a 9-to-5 and you're learning about trading, you learn that the 2 biggest sessions are London and New York session. So you might be asking yourself, what do I do as a family man, as a person with a full-time job with responsibilities to take care of? How could I possibly trade Forex and work at the same time? I'm here to tell you it's possible to do both. I'm here to tell you don't have to quit your job. I wouldn't recommend that for nobody. Not until you practice, you got your funds up, all that good stuff. You know when to be responsible and when that time comes. But not get too much off track. I want to talk about in this video some practical steps you can do, some questions you may need to ask. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. Alright, y'all, so when you first start learning how to trade Forex, you go to YouTube, you see a bunch of videos, you start learning the ins and outs, you start learning how to work your MetaTrader 4, you start learning the application, you start learning about candlestick patterns, support and resistance, you start learning about how to manipulate different time frames. You start learning all these strategies that are available for free to you. So after that, the common thing is you want to know, how much can you make trading Forex? So you see you can make 10,000, you can make $100 a day. You start rubbing your hands together, you start getting excited. You start seeing things like this. You start seeing that dream car in your mind. The one you see on the magazines. That dream vacation you and your family could take. The laptop lifestyle. Yes. But how the hell am I going to do all this when I'm at work 8 to 9 hours a day? Don't worry, your boy got you. Let's go. Alright guys, so I know I explained in the beginning of the video the trading times for Forex. I'm going to just go over the actual times in case you don't know, in case there's some new traders looking to get into the game. I want you to know what you're doing. So you have 4 major sessions in Forex. You have the London, the New York, the Sydney, and the Tokyo. The London session runs from 3 a.m. to 12 p.m. New York goes from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m., which is what this video is about. That's when we're at work. Most people from working 9 to 5. And we have Sydney and Tokyo sessions from 5 p.m. to 2 a.m. and 7 p.m. to 4 a.m. Notice how a lot of these times overlap each other, so you can have 2 sessions in one, things like that. So this is the main problem here. London is from 3 a.m. to 12 p.m. The biggest problem is you need sleep because you have to get up, and it's 9 to 5, but you have to think about commuting, traffic, getting your clothes together, eating breakfast, getting coffee, getting the kids up for school. You know how it goes. You gotta sleep. So a big question that comes up is, do you wake up before or at 3 a.m.? I'm personally gonna go with you need to be up a little bit before the session, probably at 2:15, 2:30, just so you can see what's going on in the market and give the market a few minutes after it opens. Let the noise settle down, and you can kind of pick your spots from there. Other questions you need to ask is, how long do I stay up? And then checking the trade when you actually make one in London, you're going to stay up because even after you made a trade, when you're new, you're not going to trust your analysis. You're not going to trust your take profits a lot of times. So you're going to be checking the phone, checking the computer every 10, 15 minutes. You're not going to be able to sleep. I've been there, so I know what I'm talking about. And honestly, to get up at 3 a.m. every day and to not burn yourself out, you're going to need to go to bed around 9 to 10 o'clock just to get a few hours in. Here's the problem with New York. New York is from 8 to 5, and the obvious issue is you're at work. When you're at work, you can't concentrate on your trades. You're not going to be able to sit down at the computer like you could London session with no distractions, because you have your bosses, you have employees, you have actual work to do, and you're on the company's time. Another question, I'm being real with y'all, is how do you trade without getting caught? Also, you cannot monitor the trade while you're at work like you could sitting at home by yourself in London session. And the last problem I put in here is when you're getting to work, the market's just starting up. So you're not gonna have time to, get your mindset right, get your thoughts together, see what's going on when market hits. You're not gonna have that time to yourself to really gauge what's going on. All right. So questions you need to ask yourself while you're working 9 to 5 and you're trading whatever session you decide to trade is how long do you actually need to be looking at the screen to trade? What I mean by this is not all strategies are equal. Some strategies require you to be on the computer placing trades in and out all throughout the session. Some strategies require you to just make one trade, maybe looking for a swing trade or something like that. Some are intraday, some are looking for a certain amount of pips. So you need to figure this out. Like sometimes you don't need to be on the charts all day. Sometimes maybe you need to be on a few hours. This kind of ties into the second question you ask is, does my strategy allow me to only look at trades at certain times? I can only speak for my strategy. FX Mindshift strategy is we only look for trades at certain times. Once it hits a certain time, we're pretty much out the market. And that's what I love most about that strategy too, is because I don't have to be on the computer all day. Because honestly, I don't want to be a slave to Forex. I want to get out of 9 to 5. I want to, have time to myself, and being at a computer all day is going to feel like a 9 to 5. So you don't want a strategy like that, in my opinion. Do you want to scout intraday or swing? Scalping can be exciting. You're placing a lot of trades, you're active in the markets, but you're also placing a lot of trades, so you have more of a chance to lose as well. Intraday, do you want to place one trade a day and let it go for the whole day, let it rock? Or swing trade, do you only want to place maybe one trade every 3 days, let it go for a whole week, things like that. You can swing it for a month or a couple months. There's lots of ways to do all three of these. Can you get up for London, and can I trade during New York at work? I don't recommend this. It depends on your job. It depends on where you work. It depends on a lot of stuff, but can you get up for London is probably the better answer. And how will this affect my family, job, hobbies, etc.? This is going to take a lot of time. Like I told in the previous screen, like you have to go to bed around 9, 10 o'clock. That's time with your wife, time with your kids, time for watching football, basketball, whatever you do. Like I know you have to be locked in. I know you have to be laser focused, but there's times when you just need to take a mental break from Forex. So that's going to play into that too, because this game can consume you if you let it. If you're not stable enough, and it can do the worst if you let it. All right, so we've talked about the problems. Let's talk about the solutions. So London session, which is from 3 a.m. to 12 p.m. U.S. Eastern Time. If you're going to trade London session or working at 9 to 5, I only suggest waking up 2 times a week, and I'm gonna tell you guys a funny story. At least I think it's funny. I used to trade London session. I tried to trade it every day for like a month, and I was a zombie going in the mornings at work. I had zero energy by like Wednesday. I would oversleep. I would play stupid trades because I thought I had to make it worth my time, and I was dying because I couldn't figure out a balance on how I wanted to do things. I was still learning my strategy. I was still getting better at Forex. I was new. There's a lot of things that I was doing, and I was dying. I mean, I would come home and straight pass out from like 5 to 12, and then couldn't go to sleep the rest of the night because I was looking at the charts and getting ready for the session, and I was looking at the news, and it was crazy, y'all. The biggest thing I suggest you guys do is prep before the session. What do I mean by that? That means you need to have a game plan for what setups you're looking for, where the market is at, what level it's at, where you think it's going, and you need to have a visual plan. I suggest making like a flashcard, doing a print screen, marking up the charts. You need to get ready before the session. Getting a good night's sleep. Like I said, 9, 10 o'clock. You need to be in the bed, sleep, lights out, all that good stuff. Suggest waking up, 2:15, 2:30. Just because you're gonna feel groggy waking up. When you first start doing that, you're not used to being up 2 o'clock in the morning when everybody else is asleep. So your brain's gonna need some time to wake itself up so that you're ready to go on the market. And then I would suggest just looking for setups until 5 a.m. And obviously, if there's no setup, there's no trade in the session. And my last suggestion is, if you don't like that, you probably just need to move. Yeah. All right, guys. So now we're in the New York session. And some solutions I have, same thing. Prep for the session. I think I might do a video on this, on how to prep for the session. Actually, I think I am going to do that. But you guys need to do that. You don't want to go in the market just shooting from the hip. Oh, I see an M. I see a W. I see this 3-bar pattern. I see railroad tracks. I'm taking it. You need to know what you're looking for, okay? And identify your active trading hours. Maybe you only need to trade from 8:30 to 11. Maybe you only want to trade from 9 to 12. When you have a cutoff time, turn the phone off. Turn whatever you have going on, and just focus on your job, okay? Now, to do this, I suggest don't use the MetaTrader 4 app. Like I said, this is not a suggestion to trade at work, but if you're going to and you're able to, use Google Chrome Remote Desktop. That's going to allow you to see what's on your actual computer on your phone, because a lot of times on the MetaTrader 4 app, the bars look exaggerated, they look larger or smaller than what they usually are, and you can't see the full scope of what's going on because of the size of the screen. So this is going to allow you to see the desktop view on your phone, and that might be another video in itself as well. Make sure this won't interfere with your 9 to 5. I do not get fired trading Forex, guys. Please. I'm gonna tell you what I did. I actually had a conversation with my supervisor. Me and him are real cool. We're almost like friends. We are friends, but we're real cool. And I told him, like, hey, this is what I'm doing right now. I'm gonna be focused on my job, but this is something I have going on the side. Are you okay with that? He said, man, as long as it doesn't interfere with what you got going on, I don't care. So if you have that kind of relationship, maybe you can. If not, just don't do it if you think it's not worth your job. That's what I'm gonna say. All right. So to recap, you need to find a strategy that works with your personality and your lifestyle. Not all strategies are made for everybody, and I truly believe that. Not ours, not someone else's. Some people want to be on the charts all day, some people don't. Some people only want to trade once a week, some people want to trade every day. Just find out what works for you. Prep before every session. Identify what session you can trade. Only focus on 1 to 2 pairs. You don't want to be looking at 7, 8 pairs at 2 o'clock in the morning. Trust me, your head's going to start spinning. Use the remote desktop to trade. If you're doing New York session, because it will work better than the MT4 app. I just went over that, but look into that. And if you guys want me to do video, drop that in the comments, and I'll make sure to do a video on that as well. And just be reasonable with your time. Don't put your job, family, or finances in serious jeopardy. Please, I'm not a financial advisor. I just want to say that disclaimer. Locate a real one if you need it, but it's not worth the headache it's not worth the stress of losing your job over this, okay? Especially when you're learning. So that's it. Thank you guys. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope it was helpful. Please like, share, subscribe to the video. Drop your comments. I want to answer as many questions as possible. Please, anything I can do, if I can hook you up with our system to help you become better traders, let me know. I'll share the link. I'll help you through every step of the way. But with that said, have a great rest of your week, guys. Peace.